Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? Not much for me, What I want to talk about in this video is my thoughts about the Xbox One. So Microsoft recently had a press conference. This wasn't E3 or anything. E3 is actually coming up pretty soon. And Microsoft announced a new Xbox One, which is supposed to be the next generation console of the Xbox series. Now, the first console that already started the next generation of video gaming consoles was already the Wii U, and it's okay on the fence, but at the same time, people are saying it's slow, it's sluggish, so not that many people are very fond of the Wii U. The Xbox One was just announced last week, and they're saying that it'll be launched later this year. Now, what are my thoughts about it? I think it looks nice, but here's the thing. That's what I thought at first, but now I'm starting to hear all these crazy things, which I know some of them have to not be true, because if it was, then that'd be ridiculous, and I probably wouldn't buy it due to privacy issues or pricing issues or certain requirements. Let me explain what I'm talking about here. So ever since the Xbox One was announced, everybody was like, this thing sucks. Now you guys are probably like, why? Is it the design or something? I mean, yes, it does look like a VCR, but so what? It's an Xbox. Well, you guys might want to listen to these stories. So let's talk about the Xbox 360 right now. When that was first announced, people liked it, and it had this thing called backwards compatibility. That's where you were able to play the original Xbox games on your Xbox 360. Now, it doesn't play all of them, but it plays some of them. With the Xbox One, Microsoft has totally took up backwards compatibility. Why is that? Well, from their perspective, this is very different hardware that it doesn't support backwards compatibility. Now, the only way you can get backwards compatibility on here is if you were to download some of the original Xbox games that are on the Xbox Live Marketplace. Another thing is that Xbox Live is pretty much cloud-based, so all your games, save data, everything is all saved into the cloud, which I don't think that'll be the case all the time. I think that's just like for Xbox Live leadership boards, because you do have a 500 gigabyte hard drive built into this thing. But another thing that people are saying is that, okay, first of all, people are saying the Kinect sensor is required for the Xbox One to function. And if your Kinect sensor is not plugged in, you can't use your Xbox One. Now, to me, I find it a reason why I wouldn't buy the Xbox One. Because we got the Xbox 360 right now, right? And you don't need the Kinect all the time. Why is that? Because the Kinect wasn't released when the Xbox 360 first launched. And they're starting to ship the Xbox 360s right now with the Kinect, and me, I don't even have the Kinect yet, and I'm still using my Xbox 360. Now, the thing with the Xbox One is that every system will come with an Xbox Kinect, but let's say if your Kinect were to blow out or something, and it just burned out and it stopped working, and you ordered a new one off of the internet, and it's going to be shipped after 3 days, then how are you going to play your Xbox One for the next 3 days? You can't. You have to sit there and do nothing. Or you can do other things, but you won't be able to play your Xbox One. Or you guys are probably like, nah, man, you could just go to the store. Haven't you heard of that? Best Buy, Circuit City, GameStop, Walmart, all that stuff. Okay, well, what if all those stores were to be out of stock on the Xbox One Kinect? And another thing I heard is they talked about used games. People are saying that, like, okay, first of all, if you guys know, you can like buy used games now. It used to be only GameStop or EB Games sells used games, but now you can also do this as well on Best Buy, and then I'm sure there are other stores right there. But let's say you were to try to buy a used game for the Xbox One, and it sounds like Microsoft is going to charge you extra for buying a used game, and you're pretty much going to pay the full price for it as if you were buying a new game. Now, that seems kind of stupid to me, but at the same time, I'm not too concerned about that, because most of the time I always get games brand new. I don't care what the cost is, I always get them brand new. Why is that? Because if you get a used game, you never know, something could go wrong. For instance, one time I got a used game, and then I was playing with it, the menu selections kept on moving by itself. Like, I didn't even touch the thumbstick or the directional pad, and the menu system was moving by itself, and then I try to click it fast, and then I end up going into the wrong menu. Or, if that's not good enough, okay, the used game they can sell you like a copy where you have an error, and Microsoft will charge you full price for a brand new game, even if you were to get a used game. So then that means there's no point in getting a used game. Another thing is that this one kind of sounds freaky to me. It has something to do with the Kinect sensor, because it's an upgraded Kinect sensor with new cameras and stuff. People are saying that this thing is supposed to track down your exact location. Now, I'm assuming this isn't going to be true, because if that were to happen, Microsoft would be out of business in the Xbox service. So, however, if this is actually true, I don't think I would buy the Xbox One. I mean, wow. So, I'm not going to ramble on too long in this video right here, but what do you guys think about the Xbox One since you started hearing all these rumors, and ever since you heard Microsoft announce a new system at their conference? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Now, somebody did tell me that there was like a website where they have like a post where you can vote for either the PS4 and the Xbox One, and from according to him, as well as the website, the PS4 is actually winning, even though Sony didn't even announce what the system's going to look like and what's the pricing. PS4 is actually beating the Xbox One. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Ben, would you buy an Xbox One? I think I probably would if there are any games that interest me. Because here's the thing, I've been an Xbox fan for a while, since the original Xbox. I have the original Xbox, and now I have the Xbox 360, and Xbox One would be another collection to my Xbox gaming household, whatever you guys want to call it. But at the same time, if Microsoft were to sell this thing with all this crazy stuff in there and at a very high price, there's a possible chance I might switch. I mean, this is like talking about iPhones, for example. I'm sick of the iPhone because it's stale and boring, and now I want to try an Android, and I want to get a Galaxy Tab 10.1 or the 8.0. So anyway guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.